So we're here in Manchester with Otto Wallin. It's prior to the last dance. When you hear it called the last dance, Otto, it's not your last dance, is it?
No, it's not my last dance. It's Derek's. So, yeah, I mean, this is not my last dance. No, I'm gonna win this fight and move on.
Has he bitten off more than he can chew? He was going to be fighting Jarrell Miller in a slobber knocker, and then it changed to you. How did that come about?
I think that something happened in their negotiations, so he fell through, and then we got the call, and I pretty much accepted it on the spot, really. So my manager, Jolene, called me and said, we've been offered this fight against Chisora, and said, let's take it.
Well, we know it's Derek's last dance here in the UK. It's his 49th fight. He's made it quite obvious he wants to reach 50, but you're that guy. There's going to be a lot of emotions flying around with Derek. He's a very emotional character. You know what he's going to bring. He is what it says on the tin, and you've both actually sparred each other, so you know all about Derek and what he's going to bring.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I won't have to look for him. He's going to come, be aggressive and wing shots, and he's durable, so he's just going to try to come and get close to me. And that's what he says, and that's what he's going to do, I think.
Yeah, and obviously IBF now title eliminator on the line, which puts you both in a good spot. IBF number 2, I believe, for the winner of this one, puts you right up there in the mix. In this heavyweight landscape right now with what's going on, it's going to be interesting.
It will be. It's a huge opportunity, but it's important that I don't focus on anything other than this fight right now. So I just got to go out there and do my absolute best to win the fight, and then I can start thinking about that. But yeah, for now, it's just focusing on the fight.
Do you want a statement in this performance? Because obviously, apart from, say, Fury, Usyk, Fury, Joshua, who are kind of on the side at the moment, then you've got Kabayel and Zhang, Bakoli and Ajegba. You can project yourself, and Parker and Dubois, you can project yourself before all those guys fight with a fantastic and statement performance against him. Is that what you're intending to do? Are you going to stop him?
I'll do my best. I think this is an important fight, so as long as I get the victory, if it's a knockout, that would be great, but as long as I win, that's the most important. I can't focus on anything else than just winning.
Also, the only 2 losses that you've had on your record are against the elite of the heavyweight division. That was
Go on, remind him.
Tyson,
Go on, make him feel bad. Make him feel bad.
Tyson Fury many years ago, where you come out and actually increased your popularity in that performance, that horrendous cut that he had, whether the fight should have been stopped, should have not been stopped.
Should it have been stopped?
If you ask me, yes.
47 stitches in a cut. 9 out of 10 referees would have stopped that fight.
Was he favoured as the home fighter that night?
I mean, if you look at the cut, it was really bad. It was really bad. So I think he should have been stopped, but you got to give him some credit too, because he didn't give up. He had a really horrendous cut. There was actually 2 cuts. So I mean, he showed a lot of hard fury, and he fought to win still, and he didn't lay down. So he deserves a lot of respect, but that's boxing sometimes.
Listen, you showed a lot of heart as well, and I think that's why your stock rose. You know, people so like you come out of nowhere. This guy Otto Wallin, it was meant to be a tick-over fight before the Deontay Wilder trilogy, I believe, and you went in there and caused him massive problems. And like I say, and then last year against Anthony Joshua, you thought come up short there, but you've had a couple of good wins since then. Gassiev, a very strong cruiserweight champion, you beat him and beat him well.
I did. That was actually right before I fought Joshua. And after the Joshua fight, I had a one-round knockout in July. So I'm ready for this fight. People tend to forget I actually beat Gassiev, so yeah. That was a good win.
Absolutely.
And I think I'm ready now. Just take the next step and beat Chisora.
Did you have to go through anything mental? You were really up for the Joshua fight. We were around you in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. It was a big event. It didn't go your way on the night. He was at his very, very best on the night. When you look back on it, are you disappointed with it? Did you have to go through a period of grieving afterwards?
I did. I'm a little bit disappointed, of course. I always want to win, but I can only do my best. And the first 2 weeks after, I was a little bit down, but then I started training again, got back in the gym, and things started to feel better, and I got my motivation back. And now I'm just hungry to show everyone that I belong at the top, and this is a great opportunity for me to do that.
Spencer mentioned the IBF eliminator. I think there's another IBF eliminator before that, isn't there?
Coley Jogba,
With
it's a final eliminator.
And yours is an eliminator
So it puts
as well.
him in the number 2 spot.
So are you? We don't talk to you very often about your world title aspirations, and you're still a young man. You're not going anywhere in the sport. Does that desire to win a world title with that new generation of fighters, when a lot of them are going to be leaving the sport in the next 15 months, still burn hard inside you?
It does. I've been saying it that Sweden only had one world champion at heavyweight before, and it was Ingemar Johansson.
Wow, the great.
Yeah, exactly, in 1959. So it's time.
He remembers it well.
Well, historically, he was an amazing fighter. He went all over the world. He fought the Alis of this world. He fought everyone. Patterson, 3 amazing fights with Patterson.
Yeah.
3 amazing, 14 knockouts in those 3, knockdowns in those 3
Giant
fights,
of a
weren't there?
man.
Yeah,
Incredible.
I think he knocked down Patterson 8 times, and then he won the fight. Finally, they finally stopped it. Yeah, it was crazy back then, but he was a really good fighter. So it's time now to get the second heavyweight world champion for Sweden.
Otto, what are you expecting from Derek Chisora on Saturday night? What are you expecting him to bring? You know, what is it going to be? Are you expecting a lot of heat from him from the start?
Yeah, I'm sure that he's gonna do what he says. That he's trying to make it a war, and he's gonna try to be aggressive and come close to me, just wing shots and rough me up. So we prepare for that for 10 weeks.
He's tried to draw you in a little bit. I've been watching the face-offs that you've done and whatnot, and he's been trying to draw you in, trying to get you to bite, but you've dealt with it pretty well. You've been quite cool and calm since now, for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, I always just trying to be myself and do what I'm good at, and it takes the least energy when you're just being yourself, and so that's what I try to do.
Do you watch him? Derek can be a very unusual character as well. So when you are close together in these press moments, in these face-offs, are you kind of ready? Because you never know what Derek's going to do. Do you find yourself ready in these moments, thinking, no, I'll just clip him. I'll just clip him if he comes at me.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty relaxed guy, and that's who I try to be. So he's probably a better talker than me, so he can keep talking, and I do my talking in the ring.
Sweden still bans professional boxing or not?
No, it's allowed now. It's allowed. Yeah.
Okay. So if you won the world title, you could take it back there.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Brilliant.
You're amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Cheers. Thank you, Walter.